Hello, you're watching Shalom World News. I'm Katie Asco from Dublin, Ireland, and these are your latest headlines from around the world. Catholics in the US are in shock after the statue of Our Lady of Fatima outside the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception in Washington DC was found vandalized on Monday, December 6th. The hands of the statue of Our Lady were cut off and the nose was found smashed. The security camera footage shows a man entering the locked garden by scaling its fence on Sunday night. He then proceeded to cut off the hands of the statue and attack the face with a hammer. As he left, he took Our Lady's hands, said Monsignor Walter Rossi, the rector of the Basilica. Commenting on the incident, Monsignor Rossi noted that, even though the incident pains everyone, they are praying for the perpetrator through the intercession of Our Lady of Fatima. In October, the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops reported 100 incidents of vandalism on Catholic sites across the country from May to October 10, 2020. The Catholic Church in the Philippines has approved a new association of laymen called the Men of St. Joseph, who will spread devotion to St. Joseph in the archipelago. The launch of the Men of St. Joseph followed the dedication of all families in the country to St. Joseph by Bishop Pablo Virgilio David of Kalookan, head of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines. The new movement is the response of the Church in the Philippines to the call of Pope Francis to reflect on the role of Saint Joseph in caring and loving Jesus with the heart of a father. During the launch of the movement, Principal Superior of the Oblates of Saint Joseph, Father Jason Andea, was appointed its propagator and spiritual director. Any Catholic man aged 18 and above who is willing to learn and commit himself to imitate the virtues of the saint can become a member of the new association. A 50-foot-tall Christmas tree set up outside the Fox News headquarters in Midtown Manhattan in New York City was set on fire on Wednesday, December 8th. The police have arrested a suspect, a homeless man named Tamanaha, in connection with the incident. The 49-year-old has been arrested 3 previous times for drug possession and public intoxication. The red, white and blue-themed all-American Christmas tree, decorated with 10,000 glass ornaments and 100,000 lights, was torched on Wednesday in the early morning. No one was hurt in the blaze. Police said the investigation is ongoing, adding that it is not clear whether the suspect used an accelerant to quicken the spread of the fire. Calling the arson a deliberate and brazen act of cowardice, Fox News Media CEO Suzanne Scott said they are in the process of rebuilding and installing a new tree as a message that there can be peace, light and joy even during a dark moment like this. A special representative of the King of Bahrain ceremoniously opened the largest church in the Arabian Peninsula on Thursday, December 9th. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, Apostolic Nuncio Archbishop Eugene Nugent, and Apostolic Administrator of the Vicariate of Northern Arabia, Bishop Paul Hinder, took part in the opening ceremony. The cathedral was built on a 9,000 square metre plot donated by the King. The year of St. Joseph has come to a close. During the Angelus on December 8th, the Holy Father, Pope Francis, concluded the Jubilee year dedicated to the foster father of Jesus. The Pontiff also announced that the Jubilee year, dedicated to Our Lady of Loreto, would end on December 10th. His Holiness stressed that St. Joseph and his spouse, the Blessed Virgin, are guides on the path to holiness. He also expressed gratitude to all those who organised celebrations dedicated to St. Joseph and Our Lady this year. On December 8th last year, the Holy Father announced his plans to dedicate 2021 to St. Joseph, who is the protector of the Holy Family. The Jubilee of Our Lady of Loreto was initially planned for 2020, but because of the pandemic, it was moved to 2021. In the US state of Ohio, the House on Wednesday, December 8th, passed a bill that punishes doctors who failed to give medical care to babies born alive after a botched abortion. The Born Alive Infant Protection Act, sponsored by Senators Terry Johnson and Steve Huffman, was passed with a 59-33 majority. The bill mandates physicians to report cases of babies born alive after a failed abortion and ensures that doctors who teach at state-funded hospitals and medical schools do not work with abortion clinics. In addition, with the new bill, doctors will face criminal charges if they purposely fail to take measures to preserve the health or life of a child born alive after an abortion. The bill now requires the approval of Governor DeWine before becoming law. Over the past 4 years, More than 600 women and girls in unrest-hit Cabo Delgado province in Mozambique have been kidnapped by Islamist extremists. According to advocacy group Human Rights Watch, the Shabab militants with ties to the Islamic State use the women as sex slaves and sell the girls to foreign fighters. They charge between $600 and $1,800 for each girl. In some cases, the parents of the children raise ransom money and get their daughters back. It is reported that the appearance of Islamic preachers from Tanzania has aggravated jihadi militancy. Men from communities displaced by the government for mining projects often feel they are left with no option but to join the extremists. Those are your latest headlines. Do join us tomorrow and visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.